Hey guys, I'm HP, this is Dr. Pink, and today's topic is jazz guitar timing essentials. Before we get started, make sure subscribe to my channel, hit the notification button, and also join the HPCrazy Guitar Academy with a free member account or a premium member account to download the files attached to every tutorial. So, what is this all about? If you want to play jazz, timing is 50% of the music, so you better really know what you're doing, and here we learn the essentials of jazz guitar timing. You know, that you feel more freely in any kind of improvisation situation, but also to play, of course, play the themes, because the themes are from the melody mostly simple, but it has to be played in a precise timing, and so you better know what you're doing. Okay, so I created a backing track here in tempo 100, and we're playing the C major. Well, let me switch to the close view. As I said, we are playing the C major scale. Well, you can do it with any scale. It's not really the topic which scale is played, just that you know what we're doing today. In this position here. But of course it works with any other scale. The scale is not really important. Okay, so the first exercise is, you can do it with the metronome on click 2, 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, and then play quarter notes on 2 4s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Well, you don't see the click now, or with a backing track, it's probably a little bit more easy. Quarter notes, 1, then play the scale in quarter notes. And so on, quarter notes. And if you do this exercise, I know for many of you this stuff is really simple, but that's not the point. Try to make music in the simplicity, you know. That is what makes a big difference. Because things are always simple if you're able to play it. The point is, you always have to be able to play music. That's the difference. Okay, so play quarter notes. Also play quarter notes with quarter pauses. So 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4. With one note or with the scale. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, or on 2 and 4, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Yep. The stuff seems simple, but it's it has its tricks, okay? Now, quarter notes are simple. Let's go to 8 notes. 8 notes of course, shuffled 8s or swing 8s. When you play the swing 8s, try to, one of the main problems which always occurs is that you play too much in front of the beat, and then you get this galloping effect, which is not, in some genres, probably cool, but not in jazz. You have to be laid back. So if you want to play laid back, one trick which you can really play laid back, to make an accent on the second of the, so 1, let's take this one, 1 and 2, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, and so you make an accent on the end. Let's do that with the backing track. Really practice first with one note. And when you feel, also with metronome on 2 and 4, and when you feel comfortable, then you can play the scale with the accent on the offbeat. See how the effect creates this laid-back effect. Once again. Okay. Now the next one exercise is to just play the offbeats, like 1 and 2 and 3, and it's basic is always the upstroke, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and okay. And the same with the scale, so 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1. Same thing as before, but now you just skip the first note and this creates this. Three, four, 1 and 2. Go. That will be that, okay? Now, the combination of 8 notes and 4 quarter notes gives you syncopizations, meaning it's always syncopization is always one note on the beat, one off the beat. The most common one is 1 and 2, and so let's take one note, 1, 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2 and 3, 4. That's the most common one, which is played. Or you can also do, let's do 1 and 3. So 1 and 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2, 3, 4. You can also do with the chord, 1, 1 and 2, 3, 4. It's mostly done on chords, but also in melodies or improvisation. Let's do these two with backing track, 1 and 2 end, and the second one on 2, 1 on 1 end and on 3. Okay? 1 and 2 end, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2 and 3, 4, 1, 2, and again. Now 1 and then 3. You can also do with a chord. Let's take C major 7. See, that's how it works. You can pick any spot. Or I wrote a few examples here. Let's do one with 3 notes, 1 on 1 end, on 1 and 2 end, and 1 on 3 ends. And then hold it. So that will be 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, well, sounds okay. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1 and 2 and 3. Or play, let's say 2 8 notes on 1, so 1 and 2, and the second one on 2 and 1 and 2 and 3, as something similar as the one before. Now with 3 notes, and that's how syncopization works. You can do it either with chords, with melody, or however. Please also write down your own examples. As I said, I have here the paper, and it makes really sense when you learn rhythm notation. In the HPCrazy Guitar Academy, you find a document for download where you can learn rhythm notation. It's really important to know rhythm notation to be able to read rhythm. And believe me, I'm not the guy who's doing sight reading stuff on students, but learning to read rhythm is really important. So let's do triplets. Triplets are 3 per note, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay? That will be that, okay? Triplets. 1, and so on. They're of course now faster. Try to also make them smoother than when you play a run. That just goes do 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 and then go back. Okay, that will make totally sense. Now once you know triplets, as I said, 3-per note, also learn to play. Let's say skip the first triplet and just play the second two. So 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 like on one note. So like 1 2 3 1 2 3. Now we skip the first 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2. This is also very common in jazz guitar themes and improvisation. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1. Also with the backing track or in it. 2 3 4. Or the last one. 1 2 3 1 2. So 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. That one sounds pretty similar, like offbeats. Yeah, but it's really important that you can really check out where the 3 triplets are. This leads us to the last thing we want to do, quarter triplets. Quarter triplets is nothing else than 1 2 3 1 again triplets, and you put together 2 of them. So 1 2 3 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1. So this is the tempo. Well, let's do with the backing track. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. Now this is a bit too fast for the practice. Let's do it slow. So quarter trips 1 2 3 1 2. Now put together the 2. So 1 2 3 1 2. That's a trick. 1 2 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. If you can count and attack the notes with the foot on the quarter note, which you don't see, then you can play quarter triplets. Okay, so 1 2 3. This 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. And now I have made a mistake. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3 1. Yeah. And then you're ready to go with quarter triplets. Or the scale. When you put all these things together, then you have your perfect timing in jazz. I mean, I know there are also other timing things available, but these ones are the main essential ones which you have all the time. And if you play them properly, quarter triplets, and shuffled eights. Triplets, quarter triplets. Yo guys, that was jazz guitar timing exercises. It's really important to know what you're playing. If you know what you're playing, you can control it. Otherwise, it controls you. And it's really makes totally sense to learn rhythm notation. If you don't know rhythm notation, I have a document in the HPCrazy guitar community where you can learn how stuff is written, and then you can write your own stuff. And also, this exercise is available there, plus the backing track and an audio, how this sounds. It's available for premium members there. The better you know timing, the more perfect it gets. I really recommend to you to learn rhythm notation and write your own little rhythm figures. It takes, and I've done it with my students many times, it takes a moment till you get used to it, but it helps you a lot to get a better timing. And then in jazz guitar, timing is really extremely important, because looking back to Miles Davis, he was the master of controlling time and space. It's one thing just playing, whatever nice melodies or nice improvisation, but the control of time and space, I would rate it even higher than 50%. I would rate it like 70%. So it really makes sense. Yo. Good. Me and Dr. Pink are so far finished for today. Please join the HPCrazy Guitar Academy, also with a free member account, just to join my newsfeed there and get some other stuff there, which is really cool. And me and Dr. Pink are saying goodbye.